Hyderabadis who are supporting it in ground, they are accountability holders. They are asking questions, and this is a almost decade-long battle to save the KBR park. Clear? Great. Okay, so I will start with the order. As per the Supreme Court stay order, tree felling around the KBR park for approximately for 25 to 35 meters has been stayed. That means there can be no tree felling from the boundary of the park to 25 to 35 meters. This decision was passed in the bench comprising of Justice B.V. Nagaratna and Justice Ujjal Bhuyan. And we have immense gratitude for our senior advocate, Mr. Revanth Reddy, who argued our case and helped us in this really difficult time. And why am I calling it a difficult time? Why was this PIL submitted, this SLP submitted in the Supreme Court in the first place? As all of you are aware, there has been rampant tree felling in spite of a stay order on 11th August 2021. When we have asked for interim relief in the High Court against this stay order, we have been told to come back when tree felling happens. Tree felling started on 18th April. Yes, and from then we have been mentioning in the High Court repeatedly to hear us out. Our case was listed for 5th May. On 5th May, it was deferred, and then the court went on vacation while the tree felling continued. And hence, we had to bring Supreme Court into, we had to go to the Supreme Court to offer us the interim relief order. And we are immensely grateful, not just now, repeatedly to the judiciary from 2016, be it the NGT, be it the Ministry of Environment, be it the Supreme Court now, that they have always stepped in and supported our constitutional rights. A big gratitude to all the courts. Okay, now to move on. I just mentioned to all of you that there was a stay order on 11th of August 2021. Against which PIL was the stay order? What did that PIL tell? I want all of you to understand the core of the matter, and really it's not about just reporting the matter. It's about feeling and understanding the actual problem so that your reporting is accurate. Okay? Now this order on this PIL that I have filed in PIL 42 of 2021, what does it say? It challenges the arbitrary reduction. Can you change? It challenges the arbitrary reduction of the eco-sensitive zone, okay, from 25 to 35 meters to 3 to 29.8 meters, because this kind of reduction does not serve the purpose of an eco-sensitive zone. Now, what is an eco-sensitive zone? I want you all to understand this, okay? And please, everyone, I need your attention. I want you all to understand what is an eco-sensitive zone. When all of you make a house, don't you all have a setback, right? Do you all make your house stuck to the boundary of your neighbor, wall to wall? There is a setback. There is a purpose of a setback. Our KBR park deserves the same setback. This setback is supposed to act as a buffer zone, a shock absorber. And this shock absorber and buffer zone is not something that we are randomly asking for. Whenever, this is as per the environmental policy planning across the world. In some countries, it is called the ecology corridor, protection zone, conservation zone. In India, it is called the ESZ. Okay, that is the buffer zone. Currently, all we are asking is to make that 25 to 35 meters the buffer zone. And why are we saying that? Our Honorable Supreme Court itself, okay, noted that for good protection of a fragile ecosystem, this buffer zone should ideally be 10 kilometers. I will come why such a large number. But now, because of development, but now because of urbanization, 10 kilometers is way too much, right? So then they reduced it to 1 kilometer, and this reduction of 1 kilometer didn't happen many years back. June 2022, it was said that if the eco-sensitive zone of any national park is not notified, it is suggested that please make it 1 kilometer. And my dear friends, the eco-sensitive zone of KBR at that time was challenged. Means as good as not notified. So ideally, we should get 1 kilometer, but let's come back to the 25-35 meter story. Okay? Now, when I say 25-35 meters, 25-35 meters was decided between 2012 and 2015. 3 years. 3 years, all the district committee members, the MOEF, the forest department officials, they had extensive meetings to decide what best ESZ they could provide to our park, keeping the development in mind. It's not like we thought only of the park. And at that time, since this was available, they said, yes, let's go ahead and declare this as the eco-sensitive zone. Okay, clear so far? Now, were citizens accepting of that decision? Yes. Did they object? No. Everything was okay. It just had to be notified. But then, suddenly from the BRS government, there is a proposal to randomly reduce it to 3 meters to 29.8 meters. Why? To accommodate a flyover project. When I say to accommodate a flyover project, I need you to understand this was to save costs because they wanted to do the flyover project and they couldn't acquire, it would be expensive to acquire land from the other side from the landowners. So they decided, let's sacrifice the eco-sensitive zone. Did the expert committee of the Ministry of Environment accept it? No, they deferred it. They said, no, please think about it. This is not acceptable. It was deferred, I think, in the 17th expert committee meeting. When it was deferred, okay, again, the state officials insisted that they want this to happen. And that's when the tree cutting was planned. When the tree cutting was planned, thanks to Times of India, all the citizens were made aware of it and they came in full force on ground and protested for this to stop.